before the Lord of Terror.
Hello again and welcome back to Storm Talk with Diablo, the Lord of Terror. You may take a moment to read the backstory, and we'll take a moment to look at the character model. It is a little bit big, so you can't see the top of his spikes up here, and there is no back and forth. However, do take note that this is the Diablo from Diablo 1 and 2, not the Diablo from Diablo 3, who is a much more feminine form, having had infested a female. His trait is Black Soulstone. Gathers souls by killing enemies in order to resurrect faster. His basic abilities are Shadow Charge, 50 mana, 10-second cooldown, charge to a target enemy and push them back. Fire Stomp, 50 mana, 50 mana, 6 seconds, unleash a fire wave in all directions. Overpower, grab an enemy and slam them behind Diablo, stunning them and dealing damage. His heroic abilities are Apocalypse, summon and attack all enemy heroes on the battleground, and Lightning Breath, channel spell. A channeled spell can be re-aimed. Okay, let's take a look at his skins. Standard and color variations. Master skin and color variations. Kaijo Diablo. Should be Kaiju.
Do not be afraid.
But this is his Godzilla skin. You can even kind of see he has the reptilian eardrum plate, which I should remember that name, but I can't. And Lurk-a-Blow Diablo. The Murloc Diablo. And variations. We're going to be going Murk-a-Blow. Murk-a-Blow Butterfly. The orange variation, I call it Butterfly personally because the wings, like his fins, look like butterfly wings.
Choose a talent.
Now, go ahead and get minions. Most of his abilities actually require a target, so we're going to have to get some people here. So, you have Fire Stomp. Pretty simple. You have Shadow Charge, throw a target, and Shadow Slam, or just overpower. Now, one thing that you're going to most likely be using as a combo is overpower, into charge, into the fire step. Pretty self-explanatory. You get them behind you, you throw them farther, and then you drop your AoE to do some damage to them. Okay. Also, if you've noticed, I have claimed 19 soul stones. 19 creatures died in those fights. So let's look at some of these stats. Charge an enemy, dealing 54 damage and stunning them for 0.5 seconds. Enemy targets hit into an unpathable location are stunned for 1 second. Throwing them into nothing, half a second. Into wall, 1 second. Fire Stomp. Unleashes fire waves in all directions, dealing damage each. Overpower. Grabs a target and slams them behind you, dealing 46 damage and stunning them for a quarter of a second. And his trait, Black Soulstone. Gain 10 souls per hero killed, 1 soul per minion. For each soul, gain 5 maximum health. If you have 100 souls upon dying, you resurrect in 5 seconds and lose 100 souls. You have a maximum of 100 souls. Now, one thing that I'm a little bit iffy on this one, because I've looked, I've tried to pay attention, but it gets hard, is it stacking, like this item holds, like you have 100, is that 500 extra health? And then you lose that 100, is it 500? Like you lose 500 health? Actually, this would be a great place to find that out. But anyway, here's his health point maximum currently. Actually, I'm going to have to reset levels. Sorry. His health point maximum is 1060 by base, with 2.21 regeneration, 500 mana with 3 regeneration, a 1.2 attack distance, 49 attack speed, and a 0.91 standard for tanks attack speed. As he levels up,
Choose a talent.
Evil never rests.
let's go ahead and let some background stuff happen.
Choose a talent.
Now, at level 30, he has 8,600 mana. Sorry, he's gaining some souls. With 17.95 regeneration. 790 mana with 5.83 regeneration. And 252 damage. But, as you can see, even without any talents, his ability to just move people allows him to have the ability to change the battlefield. He is one of the few heroes who is capable of moving people, and even fewer who have the ability to do it twice, as you see.
Your soul is mine. A worthy tribute made.
Okay, let's reset or toggle the minions off for a moment as we go through the talents. So, talents. The Devil's Due reduces resurrection cost to 75 instead of 100. Or Soul Feast. For each soul you gain an additional 5 health and 0.1 health regeneration per second. You can guess which one you should probably take. He also has Block. Periodically reduce incoming damages, general talent, and Soul Still. Using Overpower will grant you 3 souls. Soul Still's not bad, but honestly, Soul Feast, it gives you more health and health regeneration.
Choose a talent.
And it's also one of the first 2 talents, so always. Amplified Healing, obviously we know what that is. Swallowing Flame. The flame waves extend 50% further. Molten Impact. Fire Stomp deals 50% more damage to non-heroic enemies. Or Demonic Strength. Overpower deals 25% more damage. I like Swallowing Flames because it makes it huge. Swallowing, like, Fire Stomp extends so far out. And when you use the Swallowing Flames, it gets even bigger. However, that isn't actually that effective. You're probably better off with Molten Impact or Demonic Strength. We're going to take Amplified Healing. Because it looks nice.
Choose a talent.
Here, at level 7, we have Battle Momentum. Basic attacks reduce ability cooldown by 0.5 seconds. It's a generalized talent. Endless Death. You can now hold up to 200 souls. And Siphon the Dead. Activate to consume 1 soul and regenerate 3% of your total hit points per second. So basically, 1 soul equals 3% of your health in regeneration. Obviously, we're taking Endless Death.
Choose a talent.
We're going to take Apocalypse. Create a demonic rune under each enemy hero on the battleground. After a short period, the rune explodes, dealing 400 damage and stunning them for 2 seconds. I'll demonstrate that after we're done because it requires targets. At level 13, we have From the Shadows. Shadow Charge range is increased by 33%. It's always a nice thing. Crippling Shadows. Shadow Charge slows for 25% for 3 seconds. And then 2 general talents, Spell Shield and Relentless. From the Shadows is almost always the best.
Choose a talent.
At level 16, you have Fire Devil. Casting Fire Stomp surrounds you in flames that deal 105 damage per second for 10 seconds. Firestorm. Fire Stomp wave returns to Diablo for dealing 150% damage on the way back. Imposing Stance. Anybody that hit you have their attack speed slowed. And Continuous Overpower. You can hold 2 charges of Overpower. As nice as that sounds, Continuous Overpower is a little bit iffy because, well, you throw the person behind you. So if you do that again, you bam them, and you kind of get rid of the whole they're now behind you thing. So because they're now in front of you again. I personally like Fire Devil. A lot of people go with Firestorm. It's kind of an up to you. I'm going to take Fire Devil.
Choose a talent.
Now, at level 20, you have Storm Shield, Bolt of the Storm, and Dying Breath. Dying Breath, or the other two are general talents. Dying Breath allows you to cast Apocalypse when you die. So, let's go ahead and refresh targets. So, we now have the improved From the Shadows and Endless Souls. Wait, no, minions, hurry up. So we can literally jump half the lane now. We also now have the Fire Stomp, Fire Devil, which instead of stomping and causing like them to come back, you basically just get an aura of emulation around you. Now, forgive me for a moment while I... Okay, so we're just gonna throw this guy over here. And as you can see, I currently have 31 health regeneration. Do allow me to have a second to get to 100 souls. Toggle minions back on. And as you can see, I'm fighting in the middle of their base. Almost like it's nothing. If that's not intimidating, I must have learned the wrong definition of intimidating. Come on, stop running away, Arthas. Okay, now I'm going to turn off the minions, refresh sports. So, as you can see, I currently have 9,600. I get 10 health from each soul I have. Yeah. Like, I gain 10 maximum health from each soul. 100 souls, that means I've gained 1,000. I can go up to 10,600 HP. And I'd also gain 0.1 regeneration from that, so an additional... what? That'd be an additional 10 regeneration per second? No, it's more than that, actually. It's gotta be. But Yeah. So, let's kind of sit here for a second. Bad thing about being so strong. Let's walk through this. I think this thing does. I think that one does more damage. Yeah, as you can see, as Diablo, if you build tanky, nothing's killing you. It's like, oh, double towers? Well, here's the thing. Those double towers just ran out of ammo, and by the time they have more ammo, I'll have enough health to be able... I'll gain health. So, I'm going to get here where I'm getting hit by all three. So, we are at 9,610. Okay, so when you die, you lose all of the souls or the health granted by the souls. Okay, just had to clarify that. And as I died, I also casted my ult. So, it is one thing that is kind of nice because you can trigger your ult as you die, which means if you've already triggered it, you can cheat the cooldown. Anyway, let's go ahead and reset those levels. And let's level up to 20. This time, let's go for something a little more powerful and less strong.
Choose a talent.
Or less tanky, I should say. Oh, I went a little too far. Well, let's just go to 30. Who cares? So, let's go ahead and get Soul Still. Gives us a reason to overpower.
Fear takes hold.
Deals more damage. Cooldown reduction. Lightning Breath. Channel lightning that deals 3,080 damage over 5 seconds. The direction of lightning changes to match your mouse cursor. Let's see. We're also going to take range again. Let's go ahead and take the returning Fire Stomps.
Choose a talent.
And Lightning Breath now lasts and reaches 50% longer. So, to demonstrate, I should have demonstrated what it was before. But it was to about there before. So, to demonstrate the effectiveness on a building, at level 30, you one-shot buildings. Refresh the forts, toggle minions, clear cooldown so we can use this in combat. This build is a little bit more damagey. Note that Diablo doesn't have a lot of damaging ability, like damaging talents. Like literally, if you want more damage, pretty much you're stuck with, yeah, you deal more damage to minions, and here's 150% more damage on your the return of your fire, or here's an aura of damage that deals damage. Like, it's one of those things where Diablo's not, like, he deals so much base damage, you don't really buff him up. Do note, unlike a lot of ults, you can cancel Lightning Breath at any time. And you notice, even without building into all the regeneration and soul stacking and things like that, I am still tanky as crazy. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that this little Storm talk on Diablo was educational. Have a nice day.